Let's see if we can't do something about my boredom.
Alright, y'all. I was just warming myself by the fire. I made myself comfortable. He told me to make myself at home, so I just came over here and started rolling through everything and made myself a nest of debris. See, I knew y'all would approve. How are my messages doing these days? I've learned that you can press triangle to protect the message, and I assume, because you can only have so many, and as you start writing more, I just assume it either deletes your oldest message or like the least upvoted. I'm not sure. But we should probably reserve a couple, especially the secret Tenfey. Like, that was a secret Tenfey message, but everybody else agreed that it was nice to get revenge on those damn mounted archers, we'll call them. This was a secret Tenfey. This was a secret Tenfey. Look, 2 people have found it. Let's see. This one was, at least somebody found it. So was that one. That one technically is, because I made it during one of these episodes. And this is when I found that illusionary wall, which that episode I don't think is going live for y'all yet. I just put episode 19 live. So that tells you where we're at right now in our relation, our strange. Like, me making these videos for y'all, it's like that movie, is it The Lake House? Where Keanu Reeves is like in the past or the future, and he's like writing letters that slip through time. I don't know. I've never seen it. There's only one Keanu Reeves time travel movie that I tolerate. I'm not going to finger this guy. God. Speaking of which, something that I did a couple of things in between episodes, mainly farmed some armors so that I could do better fashion souls. But one of the times I teleported back here, you know, our cool guy that had been standing here this whole time and never talked to us, and we got the cool guy pose from. Well, when I teleported here, I teleported into like a run-down version of the round table hold that none of these like lights were lit up. It looked real ragged. There were no NPCs. D wasn't sitting there. And then he attacked me as a red invader, and I dispatched him easily with mein Zweihander and mein Justice. You could say I was Das Richter that day. You're like, oh God, I miss when he was just a bad Japanese weeb and wasn't a bad Deutsch weeb. But anyway, he did drop, remember his human arm, yeah, bone dagger, he dropped it. Apparently it gives you life steal, kind of like the Dark Hand, I assume, from the other Souls games. And it does scale with Arcane, but I don't really have many plans for it. Anyway, I decided to wait to loot his, what I presume is his armor. Yeah. Boys, we could be the Bone Boys now. The Bone Boys are in the house. Nobody anticipated the Bone Boys, but they always show up when you least expect it. So let's see. How do we look when we become a Bone Boy? Rather bony, I'd say. Indeed. If we run into He-Man, boys, we'll give him what for. Okay. Well, anyway, get that fucking thing off. What if Khajiit just saw you right now? She'd probably think you were really cool. Octopus Cad. Taco Coon. Okay, we need to go out and adventure and get through this game. Also, I need to have pants on at all times. So, let's see. What's our current loadout going to be? I am enjoying the Zweihander. So, let's keep that as our R1. And then, if we need like a more range, we can have our Sacred Partisan. And in our other hands, we want our Talisman for casting and a shield for blocking. I picked up some extra. I got to vendor some of these extra shields. This is the best shield, but if we need a lighter load, I mean, the best shield, you know, for 100% block that we currently have available. But we've got other choices if we want to, you know, have less block, I guess. Having the bow equipped would prove quite useful. Which bow is the best for us these days? This one can do poison damage. So let's equip that. Alright. As far as chest pieces go, So many choices. Son, oh yeah, I got this Guardian garb too. Look at that. Aren't we just regaler than a beagle? Boy, it's a DuckTales joke. Don't tell nobody that I made it. Are we like barefoot in that one? That's... We're going to step on like a broken glass bottle or, God forbid, a potted can meat lid at the beach. There's no like sharper object in existence. Okay. All right. Yes, sir. Nothing really matches this thing. That's the problem. I should have like pre-gamed my Fashion Souls before I started recording so y'all wouldn't have to sit through this. I've actually got the bracers that go with this, but I feel like if you didn't have any kind of gloves on, like it'd be like when you use a tool too long without gloves and it wears your hand down, or when you're writing with a pencil and like the inside of your index finger. Mine has like a permanent divot from pencils rubbing it. You kids probably don't even know what the hell a pencil is. Why am I even talking about this shit? Oh, I did finally get some of those cool gauntlet soldiers that I like. Yeah, there we go. Gauntlet soldiers? Soldier gauntlets. You can just put words in any order. You'll pick up on the context. I guarantee it. As far as hats go, not bad. This is the one that goes with it. It makes you rather unsettling, but I kind of like it in a way. It's kind of a good unsettling. You know what I mean? Could just continue to be Skeleton Man. He-Man won't know what hit him when we come across him. I don't know why I'm putting so much effort into this. As always, when I begin every episode with the Fashion Souls section, we're just going out like this. I'm tired of dancing around. Okay, there's an item I want to grab from down here. It's right around here. So there. The Weeping Peninsula. Why do I have a marker put down? Oh, I remember. This is when I was farming the Cuckoo Knight's armor, son. We'll use that when we go to storm the academy, son. I hope nobody ambushes me when I pick up this rainbow stone. Well, nobody ambushed me when I picked it up. I'm kind of disappointed, if you want to be honest. I was looking forward to kicking somebody's ass. That's how you know I'm the true hero, because I go around trying to start trouble so that I can resolve it. Okay. Here's where we're going to go right now. This is a real earth bore cave. Try not to fall asleep. Lost grace indeed. Well, look, there's just a free treasure chest for me. Now, I remember this place from my other character. I'm surprised there's not more notes on the ground telling us that, spoilers, see that spot that looks real crumbly? Well, it's real crumbly, I could imagine. So we're going to skirt around it. And Miyazaki's going to be livid, boys. Screaming that we're cheating. Once again, it's like seeing your DM's notes and avoiding ambushes because of it. People who have watched my Dark Souls Remastered The Deprived playthrough know all about it. Once again, I'm recording on a Sunday morning, so I don't know if I have the energy to properly do my world-famous Skeletor impression, in case you're wondering why I haven't launched into it. Rats in a cave, getting lightning for days. Ooh. Just throwing lightning bolt at rat asses, son. That's how I'm going to go down. Well, ain't you just ever so slightly protected by the curvature terrain? Well, you're a big rat. Big rats get 2 lightning bolts. They're invincible. The eyes of frenzy will reach you. The only boy that could ever reach me was the eyes of a frenzy, man. It doesn't quite work, but you all know what I was going for. Weak foe ahead. So if we'd have fell through the floor where we could see some more, I believe this is the room we would have fallen into. Just so Miyazaki doesn't feel completely defeated. Let's take a look. Ain't you real sneaky? Now, if it isn't, we're going to be in some serious fucking trouble. So let's preemptively prepare for trouble. Perhaps we can even make it a double. Oh, good sport. Wow, we actually jumped away from the crumbling. Yeah, that was it. Boom. Look, you all always approve of everything I do. I'm so glad that I've surrounded myself with nothing but yes men. I guess one of you should at least get a spear plunging attack. No turn back, therefore think carefully. Look, you're so properly bowing, I have to approve. Be wary of hole. Son, it's like a sex ed course. Let's throw one of our glow stick stones down there. Whoosh. Pop. Okay. Everything looks real neat and interesting and safe down there. Look, there was ankle deep water, so we're safe. Seek message. Silver fireflies can be used to make silver pickled fowl's foots, which I was using to farm gear earlier. Son, what was I using? Okay, I know where we are because there's a giant fucking bear in there that's a boss fight. I'm mad again from the first time I did this. I wonder if we could poison the boss. Can Tony Danza be poisoned? Let's throw jars of shit at this bear just to test it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to eat a turtleneck meat. Pop. Quit my Zweihander. Quit my shield. Get in here. Why hasn't the boss fight started yet? Why can't I summon my boys? Okay, there we go. Boosh. Alright, your job is to distract that bear while I throw poison jars at its ass. You're doing a terrible job, by the way. I know I just summoned you, but good God. Shit jars for days. Shit jars for days. I'll never stop throwing shit jars at this bear. Never. I refuse. I see the funk of poison on it, so I believe we have poisoned it. And as always, that's a real good thing. Alright, cool. So in the meantime, let's bless our boy for some HP regen. Boosh! God, imagine how annoying this would be if I was like the actual level they intended you to be when you came in here. It'd be awful. Gave me just enough time to have hope that I would get the Eyes of Frenzy. Sir, could you go over there and do some spinning slashes or something to get that thing's attention? My God, I've got to do everything. All of the bitching and moaning are up to me. Alright, we know we got to kill it with our blessed Zweihander. Guten Tag indeed. Ha! Heroes, the two of us. Intrepid and bold, baby. Haha. Let me just clear up a bit of this indigestion here. Okay. So the main reason we did that is to have this magic defense talisman. Because spoilers, at the academy, not only does everybody wear cuckoo armor, but they tend to favor magic. So we need to be anti-magic when we go there. We gotta spec full muggle, son. Alright. Boys, that cave was a real earth bore. It'd be funny if I hadn't made the same joke when I went in there. You're like, not really, no. Not quite. Anything else we want to do while we're here? Any of this other shit I care about? It's so hard to care. We fought the Deathbird. We fought that damn knight on his horse. His damn horse. There's a catacomb right there we haven't done. We'll feel right at home at that catacomb when we get there. Should we try out any of our summons that we don't normally use while we're here? Since it's allowing us to. Who have we never tried out? Glintstone Sorcerer. The Wandering. No. How about our little fart plants? Or fart bugs or barnacles. Whatever the hell these things are. The land squirts. Ugh. That's something you don't want to be diagnosed with. Sir, excuse me. I'm trying to have jovial times with the viewers. And you crowd are here doing all kinds of unnecessary purple lightning. You just pulled a chunk out of the ground and threw it at me. Is that really magic? Where are my land... Oh, the land squirts take HP when you summon them. That's really interesting. I know what we could do to this crowd. There was something else I wanted to try out. Let's take our spear off for a second and equip our Uchi Katana. That's bananas, etc. I wanted to fortify it with lightning. I am lightning. The rain transformed. Okay. Mr. Thunderbolt, some would call me, in the back of a limousine. How many of y'all watching this playthrough have watched the Metal Gear Rising Revengeance Tenfinity, featuring Tenfey fan favorite Noah? What are you crowd doing? You're 100 miles. I guess they appear where you summon them and then don't do shit. Also, isn't there supposed to be like a large man who teleports in here and attacks me? I guess I've already killed him, so he doesn't come back. Sometimes they don't come back. Stephen King didn't bother to even pen that story. Ooh. That's graveyard. Boys, we better be careful. This place is real popular. You're like, how popular? I'm like, well, I hear crowd are dying to get in here. Okay, there's a bunch of dragonfly bugs. See, I like that the weapon enchantments last a lot longer in this one. That's one good thing about Elden Ring. They should last for like 5 fucking minutes, but you know they don't. Gives you a real Red Mage, or Final Fantasy XI specifically Red Mage vibe, because that was like one of the things that made soloing kind of possible as a Red Mage, although you couldn't really level that way, but you could farm. Because you could regen, or regen yourself. Go ahead, idiot. I knew about you. I had a free cognition that an asshole was going to climb up a ledge and try to bother me. Okay. Be wary of group. Why ain't you just falling down from real far away? I could have a chance to make my lightning bolt strong. All right. Ooh, grave glowwort. Jump R2s. Oh my god. Yeah, you're real fucking clever. Shit, dick. The classiest insult. Boys, a lot of people met their end in here. You came in here in with a scythe and no shirt and your pantaloons. You got to respect it. The pantaloon reaper is what we call that, man. You couldn't decide whether to use a sword or magic. Literally, I also have a sword and, you know, a source of magic. But it's the good magic. I'm like the clerics in Demon Souls where I'm like, we don't do like terrible sorcery. We use the good magic. And then when you find the Talisman of Beasts, it's like, they're the same thing. They're just two different brands. It's like Coke versus Pepsi. Both are inferior to RC Cola. Okay. You had to get me once, didn't you? Miyazaki somehow restrained himself from having little dudes around the corners. Corner dudes, he calls them. Suffering ahead. I see. Oh, I remember this. This thing like raises up and tries to crush you into the spiked ceiling. Reminds me of that damn poison windmill dungeon from Dark Souls 2. Oh, but we can fall down there. There's not actually any enemies down there, but it's fun to throw glow stick stones ahead of time. It feels like you're strategizing and planning ahead. Miyazaki's least favorite thing for you to do in modern Souls games. The zombies. I'm like perfectly equipped to fight zombies too. That's one of the best things about being a holy man, is that zombies just don't cause you any kind of trouble. Well, when they get to Miyazaki's edge, maybe, but that's called cheating. It's one of the first things they teach you at Holy Swordsman School. So the thing about this area is the zombies just keep on coming. The zombies start coming and they don't stop coming. I was trying really hard to workshop a Smash Mouth All-Star parody about zombies for y'all, but I don't know the lyrics. That song is like, I think I've talked about it in this same playthrough. That song is like engraved in everyone's mind via cultural osmosis, but I bet nobody knows 100% of the lyrics, least of all Smash Mouth himself. You're like, that's not his name. I'm like, of course it is. He's good friends with Hootie of Hootie and the Blowfish. I don't know why I'm farming a bunch of these guys all up together. If I had my dragon breath technique, I'd burn them all up. Eyes of Frenzy could work in a pinch, I guess. When they raise their arms like they just don't care, that means they're coming for you soon. Alright, the Eyes of Frenzy. It's always satisfying to blow up a bunch of enemies together in a big bunch, even if there's really no benefit to doing it. Like tangible benefit. It's good for the soul. I just realized that's like a double entendre pun because of our character. Soul confess guy, son. He's gonna be in Guilty Gear, I guarantee it. Ye not Guilty Gear. Alright, enough fucking playing around with these guys. I ain't never gonna get this game beat if I got to stand around and chit chat with y'all about 90s song lyrics. Did All-Star come out in the 90s? When did Shrek come out? Shrek feels like a post-2000 movie. How did you die in here? Okay. He just died of sadness. First off, head, and then seek hole. I see. Be wary of left. What say you, Glaveman? Mm-hmm. Classic Glaveman mistake. I didn't even get around the corner before you did your nonsense. Pop! Ooh, we got a forked hatchet. Well, I guess we should look at it with our eyes together. Right here. The gently undulating forked blade. Imp's tongue. Do imps have two tongues, son? Is that why they're so popular with the ladies? And here's a window we can jump through to skip half of Upper Black Rock Spire. Okay, I guess we'll go fight the boss. Really no reason to replenish ourselves. Alright, let's give the land squirts another chance. Since we'll be in this small room, they can start shooting their poison and spitting their hate. Poison hate. Son, I'm telling you, they're all huge Def Leppard fans. I don't know what the boss displayed is, but I want to kill him with lightning bolt action. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get some of this. Pop. Let's enchant this. Zap. Let's take a sip. Let's step inside and lose our minds. Land Squirts are already dead. Yeah, they weren't a good choice for this fight because they just sat in a big bunch, and then that thing comes and obliterates them. Didn't roll in quite the time that I should have, did I? I suppose that's on me. I'm going to put this in between us because I'm sure it'll stop you. I guess technically it did. Okay. I mean, we could just stand back here and do this, but not quite as entertaining. I want to kill him with my katana sword. It's bananas how much damage I'll do with this katana if I ever get near him. The Miyazaki's Edge. Oh, how I despise it. What a weirdly stilted boss. I'm sure that's intentional, though. I don't know why, I just love this little anime. I think it's because it persists. I did it. Oh, I did it. Did you now? Ooh. So we got the demi-human ashes. That's another one we could try out. It summons a bunch of lads to come assist you. So, fun times. Ooh. In fact, I just noticed how much my pants are clashing with the rest of my armor. There we go. There we go. We're truly Mr. Lightning Bolt. Now, that's the name of this outfit. When you're ranking Soul the Confessor's outfits in a manner similar to the various colored tunic sagas of TMVA Breath of the Wild, this is the Mr. Lightning Bolt, or Raiden-san if you prefer. The hero. Okay, we need to... Whoop, whoop, whoop. There's a lot of stuff we need to do around this area before we head into the academy. So, I suppose we could take care of some of that. I'm glad the loading screens on this, at least the PS5 version. I'm sure if you have it on PC and you have some state-of-the-art solid-state drive, even though Sony invented them with the PlayStation 5, it probably loads even faster. Because you've probably noticed I've not been editing them out as much these days. Basically what I told myself is I need to worry less about that stuff and worry more about getting the episodes out for y'all. So... if you find them aggravating, just know that I do too, but I'm just too lazy to do anything about it. Alright, so the neat thing about these things that I've learned is if you poison them, they like lose their shit and burst, and then their poison from them bursting infects all the ones around them, and it just keeps on going. I didn't even notice you over there, dying to get your ass beat. Ah, the last known survivor. You earned a proper lightning bolt. And a throwing knife. And then one more, because even fucking fart barnacles can get the Miyazaki's Edge. Okay. I love having a big FP bar. It's so bad. Son. Soul the Confessor, when he's chasing Booster up the hill with Princess Peach strapped to his back, he bounces up and hits him like 70 times. I need to watch a TAS to see like the maximum amount of bonus flower points you could actually get from that little segment. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just watch Tenfey, Paper Mario. Not Paper Mario, dumbass. Super Mario RPG. You'd almost think I was making a joke there, but it was just a genuine fuck up. Then there's these assholes. If I had upgraded the lads, I would summon them to help me fight these guys. But I guess I'll just use the Eyes of Frenzy. Oh, did you? Did you ever so slightly survive? Oh, fucking piece of shit. There, you did it. You're the hero. Son, he's hardy. Oh yeah, I forgot these guys have drops. Probably should have farmed that as well. God, I was watching all kinds of YouTube videos while I was doing that farming. Eli the Plague of Gripes doing a additional Rouge the Bat drawing. Super Eye Patch Wolf talking about Berserk. That's one of those series I never got into because I didn't want to until it finished. And then spoilers, technically it could never finish. It's one of those things that I know the gist of the story, but I don't know all the details. Although apparently playing the Soulsborne games, you're getting a lot of Berserk experience because it's so influenced by it. In fact, Guts' sword is somewhere in this game. Of course, Gus' sword is in like half the damn Souls games, I believe. I should ask Tommy because he just innately knows where all big swords are because he's a big sword lad. All right, I think we ran past the cave entrance that I was supposed to be looking for over here. I was having too much fun. Too much fun. What's that mean? It's like too many rune souls. There's no such thing. It's like a Zweihander to upgrade. Too upgraded. With too much blessed. I can't drag it out any further than that. I apologize. Alright, there should be a cave here in the wall. One of them wall caves. Grab crystal buds along the way. Alright, you're the thing that lets me jump upstairs. I don't think it's up. Is it? I probably should mark shit on my map before I start recording. That would probably be a good idea. Because I did this... Yeah, we're all the way back to this guy. I did this cave on my other character. So, I vaguely am aware of where it is. But only vaguely. And I don't believe it's up there. Because you go through basically this whole section, this cliff, and come out on the other side. And meet an NPC who becomes your good friend. And then immediately dies. It's basically how Souls games work. Always check nooks, crannies, and crevices. Sorry, I was making my items. Torrent needs like an auto run. Okay, there it is. These messages were probably telling me that, so I should upvote at least one of them. Keep moving, precious item. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna go in this cave and kill a week's fucking burying. That's what makes me boys. Touch. Wow, this is a cave that's not like the other caves. How rare. What a novelty. Wow, what a treasure. Okay. Activate this for no reason. Okay, we're going to do some twing-twang here. And get rid of some of this fucking crowd. The weapon art on the bow, the like supercharged pullback, is really fucking handy for clearing out areas like this in a Dark Souls 2 manner. Especially if you can poison the motherfuckers with it. Because it has really good range. And you can lock on for fucking miles. Yes, I saw it did 269. Son, I'd like to think the Tenfey channel is too classy to be making crass 69 jokes. You're like George, that time Jerry told him that he'd become too old and mature to give out raunchy details of his sexual encounters. You're like, well, I hate to hear this. Oh no, and then he died at 420. The game is testing me. Let's throw some glow sticks. Not somebody hiding in a bush, is there? Fair Mela Bush, you ill mofo. Ooh. Hefty beast bones. I see. I see. Let's see how these people handled this area. Okay, what were you doing? You had a Zweihander and a torch. Oh, well, hey, big guy. You be poison. I poisoned the big guy. Well, look who's just outside of my fucking attack range. Pop! You're not outside the range of fucking Khajiit Jesus. When she blessed my Zweihander. Where are you? I don't know why. I just find throwing these little stones down more satisfying than having the torch on my belt lit up. Or, you know, holding an actual torch. Or, God forbid, casting the sorcery that puts light over your head. You look like the kind of thing that needs poison arrows shot at it from a distance. Preferably in the center of their asshole. Maybe an Eyes of Frenzy because I accidentally forgot that I didn't have Lightning Bolt equipped. That's how you handle these motherfuckers, boys. Boom. What do you got to say? Be wary of right. Oh, hey, you did it, buddy. You got me. He didn't even know what he was jumping at. Well, now I wanted to counterattack him, but he missed my shield. Okay, I guess I don't notice you. I'm in the bushes. Grabbing that moss. I'm in the bushes, being a boss. Oh no, you got hung up on world geometry. I'd have been so fucking mad. They probably were so fucking mad in my steed. Could this be a hidden path? I think those are sacks. They're invincible sacks. I didn't realize the game had those. Is that some silver fireflies? It is. I need the damn silver scarab talisman. Ooh, the spear talisman. That, what is that buff? Counterattacks unique to thrusting weapons. Son. When we go back to being proper dragoon-esque in nature, we can start using them more. Try down. Look at all that down there. Jump. Landed on the moss, just like Thief. Liar head. Oop. Here. No, he's not wrong, I guess. What do you think, buddy? He's gone. I have to know what happened to you. Tell me your story, Floppy Hat Man. Oh, he's a magic man, too. Like, he couldn't handle it. The shame. The sorceress shame. I thought that was the safest spot to land, was on that lit torch. You could do it, buddy. Cast a magic spell. Make sure Satan's real proud of you before you get sent to magic hell. Boom. I don't even know what I'm shooting at. Oh, I think I know what's in there. Some of them damn crystal snails. They're real ornery. Yeah, look at them. They like notice you and then they spew this nonsense. Real unpleasant is how I describe them. A lot of mollusks are. Just ask Vixen Wedge. when they had to fight that big snail in the Narsh mines at one time. And they had that amnesiac woman with them. Who got all the good Magitech. I'd have been pissed. Vix and Wedge are like, hell yeah, Magitech armor, son. We got Bolt Fiends, Ice Fiends, Fire Fiends, and guess what, baby? Heal Force. What more could you want? And then they turn and look, and Terra's over there fucking melting entire armies with her Bio Blaster. They're like, But I mean, what are they going to do? Go complain to Kafka? I'm sure that'd turn out real fucking good. God, how do people without the Eyes of Frenzy deal with situations like that? I just don't know. Crystal Cave Moss. I ain't praising your fucking message because you asked me to. Oh no, you went back. He's using the imp's tongue. With that big what a weird combination. Well, I guess the big shield's because he knows he has to get real close to the enemy with his real short weapon. And so he needs good defense. What goes on down there? Pot. That seems like a death fall. The fall that kills people. So we'll go over here instead. Yeah. What? No butthole messages? Are Beavis and Butthead asleep? Boom. I don't know if you can even poison these guys, but you can shoot them from a distance with this bow. And in the end, isn't that what makes us the true hero? I feel like for sure there's going to be something down here when I land that's going to be real ornery. But maybe not. Lump o' flesh. I see. Ah, one of you survived, just like a country boy can. Feels real bossy, this doorway. Alright, how are we going to go about this? For this, the tank dude would be the best. The skeleton boys would be real satisfying. Or we could summon the wolves. Alright, how are we going to go about this? We're going to eat one of these. Become Mr. Oh, excuse me. Become Mr. Lightning Bolt. Take a sip. Get shit done, boys. Yep. I'm telling you. Never felt quite so heroic until I had that lightning katana sword. And we made it on through to the other side. Well, hey there. How y'all doing? I like your big dog.
Foul tarnished. I told the all-hearing brute that I possess no such medallion. Or have you come to take more from me? Was my other half not enough?
Alright, so remember we found that guy in the village over there somewhere where everybody was super fucked up that gave us half a medallion and told us to find this lady? Well, this is the said lady.
Do you speak true? So old Albus entrusted his medallion to you. Then I've no choice but to trust that this was his dying will. Let's try again. I'm Latenna. My apologies for my coarse words earlier. I presume the worst. I hope that you will forgive me.
Boys, everybody thinks we're some kind of horrible, crazy person just because we run around in blood-soaked armor that we stripped off of corpses we created and indiscriminately throw lightning and stab things and slash things. I'm telling you.
The medallion's better off in your hands. Would you consider doing me a great service? I must go back. There is something I must do, even if I must say farewell to my wolf, Lobo. Will you show me the way? If you accept of the whereabouts of the medallions of the hub.
I guess I could be friends with a cool magic archer lady who can't walk.
Thank you kindly. They say the other half of the medallion in Castle Sol, on the mountain tops of the giants. Then I suppose it's time. Farewell, Lobo. My faithful wolf. My better half. I will go with the Tarnished, so that our journey will not have been in vain. Forgive me, Lobo. Call upon me when needed, and I will fight at your side.
There you go. So basically, the lore is that lady, those people from that village, because of whatever curse they have, they can't walk normally. That's why they all come crawling towards you. And she rode around on this cool wolf who sadly has passed away. Or he's just sleeping. He's real tuckered out. Look, I saw his, I saw his paws wiggle. Son, I saw him take a breath. He's fine. But anyway, she became a summon. Is that awkward for a person to, perish in front of you and become a summon? Maybe. But since she can't walk, when you summon her, you place her down kind of like those little fart barnacles. She's like, oh God, I joined you on your holy crusade, and you've reduced me to the same status as a fart barnacle. But anyway, she just sits there and shoots magic arrows. It's neat. And there might even be a neat trick to her summon that I've recently learned about that maybe we'll get to see sometime if I think about it. And y'all have been real good. And vegetables have been consumed mightily. All right. So we've took care of another region. Let's continue on. Yeah. We should probably... trying to remember how you get up here. I suppose the best place to start would be from down here. I should probably just talk during the loading screen so you don't have to hear my air conditioner noises at all times. Yeah, I've so preconditioned myself to not talk during loading screens for the other Souls games or Breath of the Wild, because I usually edit those out. But if I'm going to be lazy and leave them in, the least I could do is actually try to entertain you all while I do it. Do we want to be adventuring at night? It probably don't matter. So here's more of those damn things. Oh yeah, there's some stuff we can do in the lake. On these little islands. Islands in the lake. That is what we are. I forgot we're using our katana sword, but without the lightning enchant, it's just an average, ordinary katana sword. Since we don't have high dexterity. So those things drop 3 of those automaton enemies in a big pile, and usually gives you one of those golden rune items, so I guess that's fun. What do you guard, octopus? I guess we could find out by murdering you. Throwing lightning spheres from your horse is very satisfying. I highly recommend it. Couldn't eat your arms fast enough to out-heal my deeps. And inside, we find smithing stone 2. Nifty. So, hitting these guys in the face does a lot more damage. It's a similarity. A common trait me and the octopus share is getting hit right in the mouth does more damage. We're not so different, you and I. Considering the description of the ovary item they drop says that they intentionally, they have to have human bodies to plant their eggs in. Makes me think there's some kind of weird human aspect to them. Kind of like how the aliens in Aliens, based on what they, deposit their eggs into, as I will put it gently. They become like that kind of predator, or that kind of alien. Is that true, or is that just something that like the toys and the Alien vs. Predator games made up? I don't really know a lot about that franchise. I'll have to ask my friend James Piner, star of Tenfey Super Metroid, because apparently he's a real big Aliens fan. I'll just ask him about Prometheus and Alien Covenant so that he could just put his hands in his head and weep. It's like asking me about Final Fantasy 13 and beyond. I don't even know why I'm slaughtering these octopuses. It's just satisfying. And I'm getting my flasks back, I guess. Ye flask. Alright, we want to look at all of these islands eventually. I thought maybe there was a secret to the area that you could get if you slaughtered them all. Okay. You seem to be having a good time. Mr. Lake Geist, I'm gonna leave you alone. This game is very pretty. I'll give it that. Oh, I know. I remember this. So this little dude, it's one of them scarabs, but if you try to run over there and melee him, he always like disappears. So you have to kill him with like magic or ranged ordnance. And of course I can buy those at the store now, so they have no intrinsic value. So that one over there is where we fought the dragon to get the key. I did do that on this character, didn't I? Yeah, there it is right there. So, what do we want to look at next? Oh yeah, we need to go here. There's a site of grace underneath this bridge. I remember that. I think there's one of those big walking mausoleum things. It might be up in here. Up in there. Up in there. And there's a certain amicable chap down here amongst these little islands that we'll probably want to pay a visit. A scamp, if you will. I wonder what the lore is behind the random glowy eye skulls that, like, they're not pre-placed, or at least they don't seem to be. They seem to be a kind of thing where the game, you know, randomly spawned them, and they always have, like, the lowest level rune. Is it like a tarnished who, like, gave up and just became a skull? That's my official lore. Now, I don't know what this is. I haven't found this on my other character. That means you get to see a genuine reaction from your Uncle Tenfey, which means I'm probably going to be mad. It's the only genuine reaction I can give. So let's see what's inside. The Academy Crystal Cave. I see. I wonder if this is another way. Yeah, this must be another way to enter the Academy. Well, that's kind of cool. Well, tell you what, I'm going to leave that then for when we go to complete the Academy. And get our accreditation, son. I went to community magic college. Why are there so many FP restoration bugs right here? I mean, there's a site of grace right there. Seems a bit nonsensical. If I recall, we fought the death bird that you meet over here. And if I also recall, I threw one of my classic tantrums because I let it kill me. And there's another side of grace right here. Okay. I'm sure George R.R. Martin's got all kinds of rich world building about this place. And why all these sites of grace have got to be here. What do you guard? Let me kill you first, and then we'll see. Oh. Smith and Stone 3, I can't buy those yet, so that's good. Not a bad thing. So it's not quite the same as a good thing, but it's not a bad thing. Alright, so this island right here. There's another one of them. Find the 3 spirit turtles. Get another spell slot charm. Islands. Not to spoil it for y'all. This one has a twist, though. It also has another side of grace. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to have 900 of these things everywhere, because the only reason you wouldn't want to be resting all the time is if you want to kill, like, every enemy in a zone, which could be satisfying if you weren't recording a Let's Play style YouTube video. Seek 3 wise beasts. So the gimmick to this wise beast island is that it's crawling with zombies. Non-stop infinite zombies, to be specific. They hate fire. I don't think I have an innate fire weapon. I should have brought the darkness flame enchant for my katana sword. Yeah, let's go put that on there. It'll be more fun for you kids. You don't always want lightning katana, son. You got to mix things up. You got to keep that spice in your katana sword relationship. All right, memorize spell. We could also take the blood flame blade, but that's for later. That's for when we get serious. That's our Bankai ability. All right, the turtles are a little bit trickier to locate in this area. So I guess the zombies don't spawn until you come up here and commit. Zombies, are you here? There they are. Oh, good. The darkness flame. Ho, 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 ho. It doesn't really do particularly more damage, but it is satisfying, and I like that it puts the deep... Well, that lasts hardly no fucking time at all. Talk about disappointing. Ugh, never mind. Fun times are over. We'll just kill them all with lightning spears. Okay, so there's one. They always give you one kind of free. The first sacred turtle is always free. And then... This did take me a little while, my other character, because mainly this one... There's one down here that you see from above. I'll try to remember exactly where it was. I'm sure these friendly notes. Oh yeah, there's one hid up in a tree. That one I actually found quicker than the others. Pop. He's standing up there like a jackass. Oh no, the flames of frenzy. That's not what I meant to do. How embarrassing. I meant to throw a lightning bolt at you. I apologize for that. And the last, all these signs are going to be like, dry up. Hey, I can see sacred turtles from here. Okay, and the other one, I think it's right over here. Yeah, there you are. Try plunging attack. Booyah. That's how Shredder should defeat the Ninja Turtles. Just get up on a high ledge with a fucking Zweihander sword and just fucking fall on him. He's going to get at least one of them. Who would be the most vital Ninja Turtle to take out first? Well, let's think about it. If you take out Leonardo, well, he's the leader. It's going to be real demoralizing for the other turtles. Plus, he's the one that's probably... Do you think... Is he like the best at the combat? He's got like 2 katana swords, and he takes training real fucking serious. So yeah, it'd be a good choice. Donatello, he's got good range with that bow staff, but I feel like his heart isn't in the combat as much as Leonardo's son. Now, if they have some kind of ridiculous contraption that he's built out of junk he found in the sewers, then maybe take him out, because you know none of the other turtles are going to know how to work it, even if it's just like a lever and a button. Get our additional sacred or memory stone. So now we have a 5th spell slot. Raphael. I mean, he's got those size. They seem like the most limited weapon. Even though Raphael's my favorite Ninja Turtle, at least from the 80s cartoon Ninja Turtles series, which is the only one I really think about. Well, I think about the movie He is very different in the movie. A little less cool and a little more rude. If you take him out, you don't have to worry about getting hit with as many, like, stinging barbs and quips, son. Sometimes words hurt more than getting cut with a katana sword or beaten the head with a bow staff. And then there's Michelangelo. I mean, I don't know what to say about him. I feel like the battle won't be much different whether he's there or not. Boys, it's the most hurtful but truthful thing I could have said. If Master Splinter's there, boys, you're in trouble. He's going to bust out some kind of Nezumi Ninpo and take you out. That Ninja Turtles beat 'em up, like, new Sprite game's coming out. I don't even remember what it's called. And it seemed interesting, and I like, I like retro games like that, and it's kind of based on the 80s Ninja Turtles art style. But then they revealed that Master Splinter is going to be a playable character. Son, day one purchase. Look forward to my solo Splinter run. Unless I can convince one of my friends to sit down and play a video game with me, but when does that ever happen? Alright, there should be... Hey, buddy. Oh, you're one of them fucking teleporting ones that's so fucking proud of itself. Miyazaki tickled to fucking death every time you managed to not kill that one. But that's okay. Well, hey, Big Hat Chan. Or Big Hat Coon, I guess, in this case. Oh, I was going to nod politely, but they've vanished into the aether. We need to redo our magic spells. Oh. Sneaky boys, sneaky boys. I guess if you could sneak up on the thing, you could kill it with a melee weapon. Sorry, I got glottal air right in the middle of that. Shield bash! Oh, good. My favorite ability. Alright, what are we doing? What are we selling? Not enough cash. Yeah, there's that big fucking thing. And it's surrounded by a bunch of these, like, ghost soldiers. Oh, we didn't rebind our... Well, fuck it. We're just going to throw lightning bolts and Eyes of Frenzy anyway, so who gives a shit? So apparently lightning does more damage in the rain, and I presume when they're standing in water. That's fun. Oh yeah, if they drop bolts or arrows, we have max on a lot of those, so we can't even pick them up. Another brass shield, though. They throw that fucking thing at you. A sip. And back to throwing. I'm killing all these guys because I'm pretty sure they drop... Do they drop unique gear? Or do they just drop the gear of the soldiers that they're like ghosts of? Okay, you get a big one then. Oh, wow. Well, well, well. Wasn't I hoisted by my own fucking petard? Eyes of Frenzy. I weren't quite close enough to get maximum Eyes of Frenzy damage. Okay. Oh, Lord, get these boys off of me. Things can get real hectic when you're throwing lightning spears on your horse if you let the enemies get all up on ones. I knew you would put that fucking shield down at some point. Alright, so far that hadn't been a good use of time. Now the first time I came across this one, I was like, well, there's nothing on his feet to hit. Why are you just standing there? Did his, like, AI bug out? He's not moving at all. That's weird. It's a weird thing, is what we'll say this one time. Let's see. Let's jump up here. That's a big fucking leap, boys. Alright, let's reload the game and see if it starts moving, because I'm pretty sure that it's not supposed to be frozen in place like that. Begin the 25-minute process of restarting the game, because it's got to do all this fun little stuff. At least we don't have to sit through 20 splash screens. That was probably the best part of when that guy finally released that mod for the original, like, Prepare to Die edition of Dark Souls 1. Yeah, he's moving now. That, like, let you play it at 60 FPS and do, like, different resolutions. It had an option to skip all the damn software developer splash screens at the beginning of the game. Well, he did move for a brief moment. He's supposed to walk around over here and you jump on top of him. But for some reason, we've permanently broken the game. Every copy of Elden Ring is customized to piss you off, apparently. I would love to have this mushroom, but you all have decided. Oh, I guess this is, like, bugged. Somebody pointed out in a comment that the site of grace way down here, when we fought that boss on outside this fort, I guess like right here, and I thought it was because that message was there, but I guess the site of grace and its visual representation aren't properly like lined up, and that's what caused it. We don't really need that thing on the ground. I just, you know, kind of wanted to get it done. All right, we need to visit the Village of Madness, which is all of this, I think. Or maybe it's up here. I think, oh no, here it is. It's right here. There's a couple of ways we can go about that. Oh, one of those, I was going to say one of those Black Rider knights appears here at nighttime, so we must... Yeah, it's almost morning. I wonder if he'll disappear when it becomes morning. I guess we should try to kill him before that can happen. Oh, great. He has a friend. Well, I'm just getting sport fucked by horse boys. Just another Sunday around here. All right, get me the hell away from y'all. Crowd fucking fight too much. All right, let's get rid of you. He's one of them cucko horse boys. No, he tanked it. They're best friends. Almost. And you're done. We'll just leave his horse be for now. Eyes of Frenzy would be better if we could get a chance to actually hit him with the fucking thing. Yeah, there we go. Perfectly placed tree. Good times were had by all. I want to get him with a fully charged one, but... okay. Get off your horse, jackass, and kill that boy with your sword, yeah. The hero, as always. Son, call up David Hasselhoff, because we got the Knight Rider. Glaive. There you go. Funeral steeds. At weighty slash attacks that crush into foes. Okay. I assume it just has the normal halberd moveset. We could try it on this horse's ass. No, come back. I'm trying to be the hero. Well, he's not fond of it, but it didn't kill. Of course, the thing's not upgraded at all. Well, there you go. Another day, another weapon. Boom. Okay. Well, now that that unpleasant business is finished, we can get back to what we were trying to do, which is wander around and get into antics and mischief. Heroic antics and mischief. I have no reason to fight any of y'all because I have your drops already. I was only interested in you when your loot table contained untold treasures. Some wolf boys hang out over here. Now there's a giant with a bow guarding that gate. I'm fairly certain. It's also one of those god-awful things. I also learned recently that you can, if you can jump from above and plunging attack them. Well, look at you just hanging out over here, hoping to replenish somebody's red flask. If their horse would stop losing its fucking mind for half a second. Not that I know anyone like that. Oh, I took a red sip just in case I needed some. It's like in a JRPG when you've got like 99 ethers because they're too good to use, and then you find a chest with an ether in it. You're like, well, I guess I'll just throw one away. Oh, I hate these dragonfly enemies. They either set perfectly still or they fly around infuriating you. They have no middle setting. Thought he was going to take his item in hell with him. So what's below us here? So this is a mine that you can actually go through to get to the next area without those medallions. At least that's what happened to me in my playthrough. We need to upgrade her before we try using her in actual combat. She's not been field tested just yet. Let's bring in the skeleton boys. We haven't seen them in a while. And they're always fun to have around for a laugh and a giggle. You having a bit of a skeleton boy giggle, are you? I want to get above him and do that plunging attack and be the cool guy. We could do it from here, probably. Oop, 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 oop. Oh, Lord, everyone's mad and casting magic. It's like the time I wandered into Hogwarts somehow. Even Dumbledore is like, how? This has got like all kinds of anti-muggle shit. I'm like, muggle? I don't know what that means, but I feel like I should be pissed off that you're calling me that. I'm bullying Knights to death, and if it wasn't for his good friend coming to rescue him. Alright, what are you down there fighting one of my skeletons? Get over here and get jumped on. Jackass. Oh, excuse me, the greatest champion of the world has snuck up behind me and hit me once. Alright. Oh, I wish he was just slightly closer. Miyazaki moved him perfectly outside of jump attack range. Don't make me stab your horse in the dick. I'll do it. I'm crazy, man. Alright. Okay, now that I've killed 50 men, can I be allowed to fight that fucking thing like I want to? I mean, I guess I'll just kill you this way if you're gonna... Okay, please fall down, please. Look at that! Look at... Yeah. He's balancing his weight just right. Can't have fucking nothing. Not with Hidetaka Miyazaki at the wheel. In the director's seat. No joy can exist in that world. I'm hoping he'll charge towards me and go over the edge. All I want is to kill him with a plunging attack. I thought maybe I could land on that. I'm just ignoring you until I can kill you the way I want to. Okay, well, I guess what we need to do is jump down here so he'll follow us. Kill by example. Oh, look. I'm down here with all the cool kids. Eating Lunchables. And getting free hand jobs. Don't be in any rush. God, you can hear his, like, bones creaking. That's what I assume that noise is. Not the clankety cogs and gears of his cart. Well. It shouldn't have to be like this, Miyazaki. Alright. I know you hate the concept of anyone enjoying your video games, but why intentionally program them this way? Just to spite me. He's like, well, you answered your own fucking question. All right, we're the closest we've ever been to achieving what we wanted to achieve. Get! Ah, we weren't high enough. Van Halen, give me the strength to be higher. And higher, straight up I'll climb. How you kids doing? You read any good books? Okay, I guess you were just born from a dream, and that dream was to aggravate the piss out of me while I'm trying to have fun recording a video game for people on the internet. I mean, it's very cathartic. I can't complain too much. That part wasn't. Fighting the two of them was bad because I got hit. Okay. I don't want you intervening when I'm going to be the cool hero and jump on top of this fucking thing. No, stop. You're supposed to come straight towards me. Even though I know that that's a mechanical thing with a dude piloting it, I can't help but feel that that's its real face. Oh, you've got like fucking four-wheel drive on that thing, do you? I still can't believe earlier when he was on like half of one wheel and didn't fall over the side. Ludonarrative dissonance. I'm sorry, y'all. I just really wanted y'all to see this cool thing that I've never managed to do. And we could all have some hearty chuckles together. Miyazaki won't allow it. Oh, fuck this earth. Okay. I thought for sure we had it. I thought for sure we could have a good time. I should have fucking known better. I guess it's got to be perfect. For something that is so hard to do that no player would probably ever manage it. How am I over jumping it every time? I'm not even on my fucking horse. I've taken on Torrent's tendency to lose my shit whenever I jump. Okay, whatever. The dream's dead. The playthrough's over. The Tenfey channel will be deleted. And y'all can get on with your lives. That's where I'm going to end this episode, on that high note. So I hope y'all are having a good time. God almighty.